Hey, I'm going to show you how to make a door anchor for home exercises using a resistance band. So this is great for some home workouts or for some home physical therapy or rehab, whatever you need to do. So the two things you need are a piece of webbing about 3 inches long. We do want webbing because it lays flat. That lets us get it into a doorway. So we want webbing. We probably want some climbing rated webbing, which you can find at an outdoor store or a good hardware store. So you don't want the cheap stuff that's going to fray or going to break. So you do want some 1-inch tubular webbing is usually what you're looking for, something that can take a fair bit of load. And then we're going to need a carabiner. Again, we want a carabiner that's probably rated for climbing or that can hold a couple thousand pounds. Again, good outdoor store or a good hardware store probably has one. You just don't want to use like a keychain carabiner. But with these, we're going to be able to create a simple anchor that's going to withstand a whole lot of force and be very flexible to let us use for a ton of different exercises. So here's how we make it. We just get here, boom. I'm going to loop this over and just kind of tie a knot here. So that's going to give me just here kind of a cross knot, and if I pull on this, it can't go anywhere. So that's where my carabiner is going to clip into. Then I'm just going to have, I want about 3-4 inches so I can get this into a doorway, and then I'm going to tie a knot on the other side, and this is going to make sure I can't pull it through the door. If you want a little more security, if you have a wide door frame or something, you can tie a second knot, make that a little bit thicker. Okay, so now I'm going to just pop this into my doorway. Get that knot behind there. The webbing lays flat in the doorway, and now I got a Super Bomber rock solid anchor. And I can take my band and I can just clip it in here, and then I could do a ton of different exercises. I could do a row, I could do a tricep extension, whatever I want to do. If I want a little more resistance, I can just feed this through, and then I got handles here, so I got kind of 2 handles for a little more resistance. I can move this up or down, so top of my door frame here. Now I can do some seated lat pull downs. Again, I can do some tricep work up here. A lot of things we can do from a high position. And, I can move this all the way down towards the floor into a low position and do any number of exercises that need to be anchored low. So just $5-8, we got a rock solid door anchor. If you know somebody who's into climbing or outdoor sports, they probably got this laying around their garage. And so real simple door anchor, but let's just use these bands, which are pretty cheap online, or we have in here at Evolve, and we can ratchet up the tension to really create some resistance, which we need to make some change. So the problem with a lot of home workout programs is either they're not hard enough, and so we don't see change. The other thing that we can do with a band and door anchor is then it allows us much more ability to work the back of the body. That's the other problem with a lot of home workout programs is they don't work the back of the body very well because they rely on things like burpees and push-ups and squats, which work the whole front. And so with the band, we're able to hook it up to the door, and we can work rows, we can work triceps, we can work bicep, we can work hamstrings. There's a ton of things that we can do hooking up with the band, especially with a little creativity. So there you have it. We got just a simple door anchor. Get yourself set up with one, and then the sky's the limit.